Hey guys, this is Dylan again. I'm going to be making a bunch of instructional videos to try to help people that are new to Vision, new to Tradingview, and just new to trading in general. So this video is just going to be going over a lot of the features that Tradingview has. We're using our new smart board that we have, so if it takes me a minute to find some of the tools or anything, just bear with me. So first we're going to go up here to the top search bar, and we're just simply going to type in a ticker. For this video, I'm going to choose one of my favorites, which is Tesla. Alright, so when you first get here, you're going to be brought to a screen like this. The first section we're going to go over is up here to the top. The next section we're going to go over here is to the left. And then we'll briefly touch on the stuff here to the right. One of the first things that you're going to want to do, change your time frame. It's just right next to your ticker with a D on it. From here you can choose your favorite time frame, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour daily. For this example, I'm going to put it on 5 minute. Now you see we have some extended hours zones. The yellow box is going to be pre-market. The bluish area is going to be after hours. You're probably not going to be trading on a line chart like this. So right here next to the time frame, you'll see the little mountain looking icon, and change that to candles. Now you can see that we have some candlesticks in there. I personally never mess with this compare area, so I'm going to skip that one. Next one I'm going to go to is this FX indicators, and that's where all your indicators are going to lie. So your RSI, your MACD, Vision. These here are all the indicators that I have saved to my favorites, and I'll show you how to save them. That way you don't have to go searching for them every time. So let's say we want to search RSI, Relative Strength Index. The little star next to them, when you click that star and it turns orange, it saves it to your favorites. And so any indicator that you want to look up is in there. We'll go to the next important feature up here at the top, and that is alert. Now we do have another video on how to set alerts, and so I won't go too far into them. But to be super short, when you create this, it's going to create an alert that'll send to you one of these multiple methods. So notify you on your mobile app, a pop-up here in the desktop screen, send you an email, and of course if you have the mobile app, that's the best way. If you haven't yet, please watch the video about setting up the alerts, and we'll go on to the next feature here. Another important one that you're going to want to remember, this one up here where it's got the little cloud icon and it says unnamed. This is your save button. So if you do a bunch of charting here on your chart and you have a bunch of trend lines or something that you don't want to be erased from your chart, make sure that your autosave is turned on and that your chart is saved. And you can do that by either clicking that cloud there or just making sure your autosave is on. Okay, that covers the most important ones up there at the top. So now we're going to go down this left column here. These here on the left side column are just your charting tools. So the top one here, you can have a crosshair where your cursor is, a dot, an arrow, or an eraser. These are going to be your trend lines. Most common ones that I use is obviously the trend line, the horizontal ray, this regression trend, and this parallel channel. Going to the next toolbox here. Now I don't use any of the tools here in this box, but you can see it's got a lot of common tools like the Fibonacci retracement stuff. I know a lot of people use a pitchfork tool. Like I said, I don't use a lot of stuff in here, so I can't really give any opinion on this stuff. These are all your drawing tools. A lot of the big ones that I use in here, obviously the brush, this is kind of like a free write paintbrush, your rectangle boxes, the ellipse for drawing a circle, and sometimes I use this triangle. Next box is going to be all your text drawing tools. The ones I really like in here are these callouts. So if we grab one there and we type it here, and then we can pull this up here, and now we can type something in this box, and then we'll hit OK, and you can see now that it says sell. This next box again goes up to like the pitchfork and the Fibonacci stuff. I don't really ever use these tools. The two important tools I think in this box is going to be your long position and your short position. So if we do a long position here and we set it right there, you can see here in the middle it says risk to reward ratio is 1. So you got a 1-to-1 risk reward there. This is where this will come in handy. So if you want a 2-to-1 risk, you can raise this up just by dragging this box up here, and we'll get it close to 2 right there. And so therefore, you know, if you entered right there in a long position and say you went up, here's your target obviously. So you would have a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Obviously you would put your stop loss down here on this side, and that's how you would use that tool. Pretty handy little tools in that box there. That's really about the only two that I use in that box. So these here, pretty basic. It's just little icons you can add to the chart. If you want to put a caution up here anywhere, you can drag this around the chart. Of course, you can spin it around, you can shrink it. Just some cool little icons you can add to the chart. These call out tabs and icons are really good for screenshots. Like if you want to take a screenshot and upload it into our Discord or on our Facebook group and see what everybody else's opinion is. The next one here is the measure tool. So you can use this tool to measure a position and see, okay, that it ran $13.51 and 1.97%. So the tool really is handy. It's one of my favorite ones. I use it all the time. The next tool that I use the most is just that little eyeball icon. And all it does is let you hide all your drawings. So if you have a bunch of lines on your chart like I did there, and you kind of just want to hide everything, zoom out and check the chart. It's a really quick way just to hide all your drawings. They're not going to delete them. You can just hit the icon back and poof, they pop back up. So next we'll go over a lot of the other features here in the right hand side column. Top one here in the right is going to be your watch list. So this is where you can stick your stuff you want to keep a watch on, like AUD, US 30, Tesla, AMC, Facebook, as you see I have in there. I typically keep my watch list on my Webull app where I trade from, so that's why you don't see a whole lot of stuff here. Next icon here is going to be your alerts that you have set. So up here in the top box, right here, is going to be all the alerts that you have active. Here in the bottom box, as you can see, is the alerts log. So these are all alerts that have fired and have already went through and should have already alerted you. Next icon here is news. So these are all the headlines for Tesla, as you see up there. So this should change as you go from ticker to ticker. A lot of these news headlines though will just kind of be pretty generic headlines. You might get one in here every now and then that's actually ticker specific, but a lot of times they're just going to be stuff like this to where they're just basic market news. This next icon here is just going to be your top gainers list and also top losers list. So pretty basic. I'm sure you guys have seen this all over your broker if you use Robinhood, Webull, or Thinkorswim. So as you see, they're just top gainers. Bunch of top gainers here, percentage change top gainers, and percentage change top losers. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Again, stay tuned to our YouTube channel. We're going to be coming out with a lot of educational content just like this. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message us in our Discord. You can come to our website here, scroll all the way to the bottom. You can click on this link here at the bottom and it'll take you right to our Discord. My username is VisionAlgoDylan. Please feel free to message me anytime on there and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.